Rich Tarani here with TMC. Thanks for watching. This is the TMC Newsroom Dallas Roadshow. Brian Davis with Sources with us today. Brian, how are you?
Very well. How are you, Rich?
Doing great. I was hoping you could start off by telling us a little bit about your organization and what you guys do.
Absolutely. So Source is an integrator, primarily focused in unified communications. We have a rich, mature history of over 45 years. We started off in the parts and refurbishment business, as well as selling phone systems. We developed an inventory logistics and asset management practice, which is ISO 9000 certified, about 15 years ago. And so that's kind of where we built our business practice on. As we are known today as more of an integrator, and we're focused really on solution space and solution consultancy to complement those legacy practices of systems, parts refurbishments, as well as inventory logistics and asset management.
And what sorts of customers do you typically focus on?
So our primary focus has been in the enterprise space, and our developing focus as we continue to move forward is really going to be on that mid-market space as well, because there's a lot more continuity inside of that on an annual basis. But clients like JCPenney's and financial sector companies, large banks and governments and things of that nature has been our business practice up to par so far.
And the move to SIP and IP communications, that's obviously affected your business.
Absolutely.
Right? What are some of the changes you're seeing in the last few years, for example?
So, great question. So, everybody in the marketplace is on the big cloud bandwagon and on the SIP bandwagon. And a study recently that I read probably about 12 months ago, it was still talking about how 46% of all handsets on your desk today are still legacy TDM based. So there's still a great percentage of the market that hasn't done that migration, and what we're finding is that they're still in the process of consulting on how to best adopt that new platform for their business today. So we're helping all of our clients within that, within learning the best way to do those migrations. Source is currently right now heavily focused on SIP, is heavily focused on cloud, be it if it's hosted cloud, hybrid cloud, or pure cloud, in addition to wireless LAN and networking as well to help with those migrations.
So do you find that your company is also focusing on the networking side, or is it exclusively UC, or do the two come together?
I think the two come together. The two really come together. There's a great need on the networking side, and wireless LAN is a big play right now as well, but that's only going to be a big play in certain spaces. In the enterprise space and the sports arena space and the multi-tenant space, wireless LAN is a big push, so we're seeing a lot of that. Less and less voice-centric environments and more data and data networking environments is what you're seeing today.
Fantastic. So you're seeing work on both sides of the, I guess, on the IT side and also the communication side, and I guess they're all converging together.
Correct.
So then a natural question that you probably get a lot is what's happening with Microsoft's Skype for Business versus Cisco versus Avaya. How do you help customers figure out which is the right customer, or is it those three legacy players versus some of the newer cloud entrants, like maybe a ShoreTel Sky or some of the things Mitel's doing or Packet8 or others?
So great question. So I think that's where the greatest advantage of Source today really comes in for our clients, because in today's UC environment, it's no one option of all those that you mentioned that's going to be best for that customer's environment and their business unit. We're in an environment where we're now having to integrate our Microsoft Lync environment into an Oracle SBC over a Cisco call center, right? So who out there is integrating all of that to ensure that you're enabled, so all those systems are talking to each other, and that's what Source comes in to help do. There's no one play out of all those that you've described. You're seeing a really integrated environment, and the key is finding partners that know how to bring those together.
Now, a big issue in technology in general lately has been cybersecurity and dealing with threats, not only on the data side, but also on the telephony side. What are some of the things you're doing there, seeing there, et cetera?
Absolutely. So that's a big area. The biggest concern is, to your point, is security. It doesn't matter what sector that you're dealing in, because you've got compliance, data security that
Right.
you've got to deal with. So we've been partnering with folks like Aruba, who are heavy in that particular area in the Magic Quadrant. We don't have a tremendous amount of in-house expertise in terms of security practice and security development. So that is a particular space because you need such an aggressive focus in that area and an aggressive core competency that we've chosen to leverage our third-party practices and our third-party partners to really develop the best value for our customers there.
Excellent. Is there anything else we should know?
Not in that regard. At the end of the day, to the point of most of these systems still out there, 46% still being with that legacy TDM, what that tells us in the market is that there's still capital constraints. The market is still trying to extend the life of their legacy investments as long as they can while they're figuring out what's going to be the most appropriate platform change for their future-proofing their business moving forward. And within that concept, Source is the optimal partner because we go in without any particular manufacturer bias since we're Avaya Platinum partners, we're Cisco partners, we're Oracle Platinum partners, we're Microsoft Gold partners. So we go in and we can help you integrate any and all of those environments to one another, extend the life of your legacy assets while we figure out the most appropriate method to implement what's next for your business. And so that's what I'd hope that the market would be calling on Source for.
Fantastic. Thanks for your time today, Brian.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you.